Hello everyone, I'm Nadine Lutz with Berkshire Hathaway, and today I am talking to first-time home buyers about the home buying process, from what matters, what you need to do first, until how the process goes until you buy the house. So to do that, I prepared a small presentation, and please feel free to stop me if you need to. You can put questions in the chat box. So the home buying process, how does it start? So as you see, it all starts first. You have to get your financing together by talking to a lender. Then we do the property search. Then after we find the property, we do an offer and we negotiate that offer. And we go through several steps that I will be talking about until the closing. And then after that, we get to home ownership. So what matters in the financing? First, you have to make sure you have your down payment. What they take into consideration is your credit score, your income, and your debt. So you have to always be aware of where you stand with those. What you need to start your financing when you talk to a lender, so you do need two of each. You need two pay stubs, you need two W-2s, or the last two pay stubs, the last two W-2s, last two federal tax returns, and last two bank statements. And of course, the lender may ask you for more things. Now, during the time that the loan is being processed, there are things that you cannot do, like large purchases. You can't decide to buy furniture to furnish the house, or buy a car. These all put a lot of, they will have a very negative effect on your credit score. Life-changing events like quitting a job, getting married, getting divorced. You can't do those things because they also affect your approval. And finally, getting new credit cards. Now, it's not that you cannot do these at all. Just before you do them, discuss with your lender or loan officer and see what their advice would be. When you look for a home, you tell your agent what you're looking for, from the location, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, do you need a yard, do you need a basement, do you need to be close to public transportation, do you need to be close to certain schools, just all the details that you are looking for and what your price range is. And what we will do when you give us that information, I will do a market search to see what's available within what you're looking for and compare to other properties. And then we will start looking at those houses. And once you find the house that you like, we will place an offer and negotiate with the sellers to see if it works or not. Now, the offer negotiation involves a lot of items, starting with the offer. What you want to offer includes the price you want to pay, the closing costs you want the seller to pay on your behalf. The earnest money is the down payment you put as a deposit that you get back during the due diligence. The due diligence is the time during which you can change your mind for absolutely any reason and get that earnest money back. We also will put financing terms, which means that will give you enough time to get your financing together, and we'll get an appraisal contingency, which will also help you in getting that property appraised during the appraisal time limit. So let's go back a little bit here. Yeah, so and then we also specify the closing date, which is the day during which you will get the house that will be in your name. You will pay the down payment that day, and the house will be yours. But when we're doing the contract, we put special stipulations, which will include what you want included in the contract and your conditions. They can be the appliances, what's included, what's not, whether you do want a termite letter or a termite bond, the inspection terms, how many days for inspection. In Georgia, or a lot of times we get the radon test, because in the state of Georgia, there is a higher level of radon. So we try to make a test in case it's higher than 4, we get a mitigation requested. And sometimes a person is buying a house but is also selling a house, so we put a contingency on the sale or rent. A lot of times when you buy a house, the seller doesn't have time to get out of the house in time, so they do ask for temporary occupancy. And also that's something we negotiate. And all these depend on your situation. So a few days before closing, what you expect, the lender will say, okay, you're clear to close, which means your file is clear and it's ready to close, and they will send you something called the CD, which are the disclosures that will disclose all the fees that you will be paying and what they stand for. They're supposed to receive those documents 3 days prior to closing to be able to close on time. You go with your agent and you do a walkthrough to make sure the repairs were done, and to also make sure that that the house is in the same condition or better than the day when you bought it. And you do get receipts for all the repairs that have been done. Of course, your agent will ask for them. If you had a home warranty included in the contract, that will also be sent to the attorney 3 days prior to closing, as well as the termite letter. The home warranty covers you for a year from the day you close on the house, and it protects you against repairs like plumbing, electrical, appliances, cooling, and heating. Now, on closing day, everybody comes to the attorney's office and you sign documents, and the seller gives the property to the buyer, and the buyer wires the money to the attorney, and then the bank wires the money to the attorney, and then the attorney takes all this money after signing and gives it to the seller. Wires it to the seller, and the buyer gets the keys. Closing costs, these are the costs that you pay at the closing, and they include attorney's fees, that include like the title search, title insurance, lender fees, which will include origination costs and appraisal fees. Also, they will collect all money due for the HOA to initiation. If you're buying in a condo building or in a subdivision where there's homeowners association, you'll pay 2 months for initiation, in addition to any prorated amount for that month, as well as the taxes. And sometimes we order a survey, and we do pay for flood insurance, and of course we do pay for all kinds of taxes required by the government. Important tips when you're buying a house: hire a realtor because they know what they're doing. Get an inspection. Don't buy a house thinking that it's good, because even new construction might have defects that you can't see. When you want to hire a lender, shop around and get the best rate. And it's not only the rate, there are many other things that are included, so get the best offer anyone has to give you. Shop around for insurance quotes, because a lot of times the insurance that you've used all the time may not give you the best quote. And make sure you give the lender all the documents that they need in a timely manner, and start saving money as soon as you can. If you do not have a lender, I'm happy to go ahead and refer you to someone. And if I can help you with finding a house, let me know. I've been doing this for 13 years. I have sold over 100 million in sales, and would love to help. My number is 770-713-5449. Thank you.